Did you know the clothes you wear might be made halfway across the world? Or that the phone in your hand contains parts from dozens of countries? That's globalization in action, a product of interconnected economies. But what exactly are these economic systems? And how do they impact your life? Buckle up as we explore the fascinating world of open and closed economies. In our globalized world, no country is truly an island. We are all part of a complex web of trade and financial flows. But how much interaction is ideal? Should countries embrace the global marketplace or protect their own? These questions are at the heart of the debate between open and closed economies. Understanding these systems is crucial. They influence everything from the price of your coffee to job opportunities in your town. So whether you're a seasoned economist or just starting to explore, join us as we demystify open and closed economies. It's a journey that will challenge your assumptions and empower you to think critically about the forces shaping our world. Ready to dive in? Imagine a country where goods, services, and investments flow freely across borders. That's an open economy in a nutshell. These economies embrace international trade, welcoming imports, and exporting their own goods to the world. Think of Japan, a country known for its high-quality cars and electronics. Japan actively participates in global markets, selling its products worldwide and importing raw materials and other goods. This exchange fuels economic growth and provides consumers with a wider range of choices. Open economies thrive on specialization. Countries focus on producing what they're good at, whether it's German engineering or Chinese manufacturing. This specialization boosts efficiency and drives innovation, leading to lower prices and better products for everyone. But it's not just about goods. Open economies also encourage the free flow of capital. This means businesses can invest in projects across borders, and individuals can access global financial markets. This interconnectedness can lead to greater investment opportunities and economic growth. Open economies offer a tantalizing promise: greater prosperity through global collaboration. By engaging in international trade, countries can tap into larger markets, leading to increased demand for their goods and services. This, in turn, can create new jobs and boost economic growth. Remember that phone in your hand? It's a testament to the power of open economies. Components sourced from various countries come together, showcasing global collaboration at its finest. This intricate supply chain wouldn't be possible without open trade and investment policies. Moreover, open economies foster innovation. Competition from foreign firms pushes domestic companies to improve their products and services. This constant drive to stay ahead of the curve leads to technological advancements and a better standard of living for all. Think of the fierce competition between Apple and Samsung in the smartphone market. This rivalry has resulted in groundbreaking innovations, benefiting consumers worldwide with faster processors, better cameras, and sleeker designs. Open economies provide the playing field for such advancements. While open economies offer many potential benefits, they are not without their critics. One major concern is the potential for job displacement. When cheaper goods flood the market from countries with lower wages, domestic industries can suffer. This can lead to job losses, particularly in sectors that struggle to compete globally. For example, the decline of the U.S. manufacturing sector is often attributed in part to competition from countries like China. While this competition has led to lower prices for consumers, it has also resulted in job losses in the manufacturing industry. Another concern is the potential for exploitation. Companies might move their operations to countries with weaker labor or environmental regulations, seeking to cut costs and maximize profits. This can lead to poor working conditions and environmental degradation in developing countries. Furthermore, critics argue that open economies can make countries more vulnerable to global economic shocks. A financial crisis in one part of the world can quickly spread to others, as interconnectedness can transmit negative shocks just as easily as positive ones. The debate over the pros and cons of open economies is complex and multifaceted. It requires careful consideration of various factors, including the specific circumstances of each country and the potential impact on different segments of society. Closed economies, a world within walls. Now, imagine a country operating in isolation, its economy largely self-sufficient and closed off from the rest of the world. This is the essence of a closed economy. Trade with other nations is restricted, and the focus is on producing goods and services within the country's own borders. North Korea is often cited as a modern example of a closed economy. Its policies prioritize self-reliance, limiting trade and foreign investment. While this approach aims to protect domestic industries and jobs, it can also lead to shortages of certain goods and limit consumer choices. Closed economies often implement strict controls on the flow of capital. Foreign investment is limited, and citizens may face restrictions on investing abroad. This control aims to protect the domestic economy from external influences and maintain stability. Proponents of closed economies argue that this self-reliance fosters national unity and protects local industries from foreign competition. They believe it allows a country to chart its own economic course without being subject to the whims of the global market. Closed economies' stability or stagnation. One of the main arguments in favor of closed economies is the perceived stability they offer. By limiting exposure to global market fluctuations, closed economies aim to shield themselves from economic shocks that can arise from international events. For example, a closed economy might be less affected by a global recession or a sudden surge in oil prices. This insulation can provide a sense of security and predictability for businesses and consumers alike. However, this stability can come at a cost. Closed economies often struggle with innovation and efficiency. With limited competition from foreign firms, domestic companies may have less incentive to innovate and improve their products. This can lead to higher prices and lower quality goods for consumers. Moreover, closed economies can face challenges in attracting foreign investment and accessing the latest technologies. This isolation can hinder economic growth and limit opportunities for citizens. The real world is murky hybrid systems. In reality, pure open or closed economies are rare. Most countries operate somewhere in between, adopting a hybrid approach that combines elements of both systems. They might embrace free trade in some sectors while maintaining protectionist policies in others. Take the example of China. While it has become increasingly integrated into the global economy in recent decades, it still maintains significant control over its financial system and certain industries. This hybrid approach has allowed China to reap the benefits of globalization while also protecting its domestic interests. The specific mix of open and closed policies varies greatly depending on a country's history, political system, and economic goals. Finding the right balance is an ongoing challenge, as governments navigate the complex trade-offs between openness and protectionism. Understanding the nuances of these hybrid systems is crucial for making sense of the global economy. It's not a simple binary choice between open and closed, but rather a spectrum of approaches with varying degrees of integration and control. Open versus closed, a question of values. The debate over open versus closed economies goes beyond pure economics. It often reflects deeply held values and beliefs about how society should be organized and the role of government in the economy. Those who favor open economies often emphasize the benefits of individual liberty, free markets, and global cooperation. They believe that open trade and investment promote economic prosperity and foster understanding between nations. On the other hand, proponents of closed economies often prioritize national sovereignty, self-sufficiency, and the protection of domestic industries and jobs. They argue that closed economies provide greater stability and control, allowing countries to chart their own course without being beholden to outside forces. Ultimately, the choice between a more open or closed economic model is a complex one with no easy answers. It requires careful consideration of a country's specific circumstances, values, and long-term goals. Express Finance Insights. Join the conversation. So, there you have it, a crash course on open and closed economies. We've explored the key differences, highlighted the potential benefits and drawbacks, and delved into the complexities of the real world where hybrid systems reign supreme. But the conversation doesn't end here. What do you think? Which economic model resonates more with your values and vision for the future? We encourage you to share your thoughts, questions, and insights in the comments below. And don't forget to like this video and subscribe to Express Finance Insights for more thought-provoking content on economics, geopolitics, and finance.